Hello! The subject of today's video is ancient Greece. Enjoy watching. Ancient Greece refers to a period that formed the cornerstones of Western civilization and covers a wide time period from the 8th century BC to the 4th century BC. The ideas, works of art, and social structures that developed during this period are still influential today. Now let's examine this period in more depth. 1. Geography and city-states. The geography of ancient Greece consisted of various islands, mountainous terrain, and fertile plains. This mountainous structure paved the way for the formation of different city-states, polis. Each polis developed its own cultural identity with an independent form of government. Athens. Known for democracy, Athens was the center of art and philosophy. In the 5th century BC, the foundations of democracy were laid with the reforms of Clisthenes. Athens created a cultural wealth by bringing together artists, philosophers, and scientists. Sparta. Sparta, a military society, was at the forefront with its discipline and military training. In Sparta, young men were subjected to military training, while women participated more in social life. 2. Political structures and democracy. Political systems in ancient Greece developed in various ways in different city-states. The democracy of Athens was a system in which citizens took an active role in the administration. During this period, participation in public affairs, citizenship, and rights were among the important issues. However, this democracy was limited to male citizens only. Women, slaves, and metoics, foreign settlers, could not take part in this process. 3. Philosophy and thought. Ancient Greece hosted many important figures in the field of philosophy. These philosophers developed ideas that shaped human history. Socrates. Socrates argued that the best way to reach knowledge was through questioning. The Socratic method is a discussion technique that encourages individuals to think. By making individuals think about the moral values of society, Socrates enabled individuals to reach their own internal sources of knowledge. Plato. Plato, a student of Socrates, is known for his theory of ideas. In his work, The Republic, he discusses an ideal social structure. Plato emphasized the importance of education and argued that the search for knowledge should be the center of life. Aristotle. Aristotle, who was a student of Plato, worked in a wide variety of fields and was influential with his works on topics such as logic, metaphysics, ethics, and politics. Aristotle's work, Nicomachus Ethics, has been an important source in the field of moral philosophy. 4th. Art and literature. Ancient Greek art has shown great development in the fields of sculpture and architecture. Sculpture. Greek sculptors aimed to perfectly reflect the human form. Polykletos' work, Doriphoros, symbolizes the ideal human body. In addition, more emotional and realistic approaches are noticeable in Praxiteles' works. Architecture. Greek architecture is full of temples. The Parthenon is one of the most striking examples of classical Greek architecture. This structure was built according to the Dorian order and is of great importance in terms of aesthetics. Literature. Ancient Greek literature was enriched with epic poetry, tragedy, and comedy. Homer's Iliad and Odyssey are among the most important epic works of the period. In addition, Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides are the most important representatives of the tragedy genre. Aristophanes is a prominent writer in the field of comedy. 5. Science and mathematics. Ancient Greece also made significant developments in the fields of science and mathematics. Mathematics. Mathematicians such as Pythagoras, Euclid, and Archimedes laid the foundations of geometry and mathematical thought. Euclid's work, Elements, has become one of the basic sources of mathematics education. Astronomy. Ancient Greek astronomers tried to understand the structure of the universe. Aristotle and Ptolemy tried to explain the movements of the stars and planets with the geocentric, Earth-centered model. 6. Religion and mythology. Ancient Greek religion had a polytheistic structure. Gods played an important role in people's lives. Gods such as Zeus, Hera, Poseidon, and Athena played a major role in festivals as well as daily life. Religion was an important element that reinforced the social structure of society. Mythology. Greek mythology is full of heroes, gods, and mythological events. Each god had different characteristics and duties. The stories in Greek mythology had a deep impact on art and literature. Seventh Olympic Games. The Olympic Games began in 776 BC and were organized as a festival in honor of Zeus. These games were not only sports, but also cultural events. Athletes from different city-states came together to compete in various branches. The Olympics were considered a symbol of peace and unity. In Athens, women were largely excluded from social and political life, while in Sparta, they had more freedom. While Spartan women could inherit and own property, in Athens, women were generally involved in family affairs and the home. 9. The legacy of ancient Greece. The cultural and intellectual heritage of ancient Greece was rediscovered with the Renaissance. Philosophy, art, democracy, and science were shaped by the influence of ancient Greece. The modern world still embraces many aspects of Greek thought and values. 10. Conclusion. Ancient Greece continued its influence not only in its own time, but also in the following centuries. The developments it made in areas such as philosophy, art, science, and democracy formed the foundations of Western civilization and have survived to the present day. This period offers important lessons about the evolution of human thought and social structure, and is remembered as one of the most important periods in human history. Ancient Greek civilization. A comprehensive review. Ancient Greek civilization, as a rich civilization that formed the cornerstone of Western culture, has left a deep impact on philosophy, science, art, and politics throughout history. This period, which extends from 3000 BC to 400 AD, is especially known for the classical period. This text will discuss the origins, development, and effects of ancient Greek civilization. Historical background. The roots of ancient Greek civilization can be traced back to the Minoan and Mycenaean civilizations. While the Minoans were known for their maritime trade and art on the island of Crete, the Mycenaean civilization was a warrior society of the continent. This period ended around 1200 BC, and the Dark Age that followed was characterized by the absence of written sources. With the Archaic period, city-states, polis, began to form, and important centers such as Athens and Sparta emerged. City-states and social structure. Ancient Greece had many independent city-states. While Athens stood out with its democratic government, Sparta was known for its military oligarchy. Athens, in the 5th century BC, offered its citizens the opportunity to participate politically through popular assemblies. Sparta, on the other hand, created a disciplined society by subjecting young men to military training. The social structure consisted of citizens, metoics, foreign traders, and slaves. The social role of women was limited. Philosophy and science. Ancient Greece witnessed the birth of philosophy. Philosophers such as Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle shaped human thought. While Socrates pursued knowledge with the method of questioning, Plato made deep discussions on the nature of knowledge with the theory of ideas. Aristotle, on the other hand, produced important works on logic and ethics. In addition, names such as Pythagoras and Archimedes laid the foundations of science in the fields of mathematics and astronomy. Art and architecture. Ancient Greek art is known for its aesthetics and symmetry. Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian column orders were developed in architecture. The Parthenon is the most important